Hi everyone, I just wanted to provide a quick update on the temperature blanket that I have been working on. Like many of you, I guess, I started the temperature blanket this year. I live in Inverness in Scotland, and I chose these ranges because I loved this swatch guide from Laurette Crafts on Etsy. And I thought this would be a good keepsake to have with it, and I liked the range of temperatures that came with it too. Still waiting to use the hot temperatures like many of you in the UK, I guess. Choosing colours, I wanted to use some of my stash. I already had white, it's a staple in many, and I had this blue from another project. I had quite a bit of that left, and the red down here too. I had quite a bit of that left, and I had randomly picked up this and was looking for a project for it. So these are different brands, but they are all DK weight. To fill in the rest, I went with 3 shades of blue, 3 shades of purple and 3 shades of pink to try and work around what I already had. The rest of the colours came from Emu Classic DK, which I ordered from the Knitwork. They had quite a range to choose from, and unfortunately I feel that these two are quite similar, but I went with it anyway, and I'll show you them on the actual blanket. Along with Laurette Crafts, I bought a button to go with it once it's all finished, again, just as a keepsake and a reminder. Laurette Crafts, I have bought a few things from them over the last wee while, and they are really quick. Everything has been sent really quick, and every single time they've also sent a free gift of these cute wee balls of wool stitch markers, which I use all the time now. They are adorable. I just thought I'd show you them as well. So I decided to use the moss stitch. I wanted something that was quite easy to stitch so that I didn't really have to think about it. I am using a 4mm hook as well. I quite like the drape of the moss stitch, with it being close together and not too holey. I am 6 months into it now, so I just wanted to show you a wee update. Like many of you, I can't imagine in the UK that you've had too much of the hot colour. So let me just bring my blanket. It is getting quite a size now. This is it folded, so I'm going to start down here. So this is, I broke up each month, let me just pull this over. I broke up each month with a line of black, again, black being a staple in most people's yarn stash, I'm sure. So each month has been broken up with a row of black, so at a glance I can see. So this was January, which weirdly we had a bit of a mild week in there after our week of snow and ice and everything else. The temperatures were actually really cold here, but as you can see, I only had a 0 and below. I didn't break it down any lower than that. However, I could have for those 2 days, those few days there. So that was actually quite a mild month, and again, a cold February, and into the low teens we were going. I'm just going to bring that out so you can still see where I'm going with this. And then March, another kind of mild month as well. I think in Inverness we were quite wet rather than cold for a lot of it. It felt really dark. So I'm just going to show you now that I did say to you that I felt that some of these were quite close together. They don't have too much difference between the tones there, but I've went with it because well, I've got it in my stash now, so I'm just going to roll with it. It's just one of those things that I can laugh about in the future. So going into April, you can see it's getting a little bit warmer. Again, separating each month with a row of the black. So there in April here, we have the 3 shades of purple, which you can see between the lightest purple and the darkest purple. It's these 2 here that seem quite similar. And then we'll roll into May, when I got to use some of the pink finally. Can't believe it took nearly 5 months, but we finally got some of that pink in there. So you can see that that's high teens and into the 20s. What a week that was. There it is, immortalized, our summer, immortalized forever in wool. And then June. And this is me up till the end of June now. Ready to start July. Here we go. So you can see that it was getting quite mild, quite nice. But again, nothing really, I haven't been able to break above 23 according to the temperature guide that I am following. I will put a link to the website. There is a website I found when I was doing some research on the temperature blankets, a website that I found that you can put in any place and any year, and it will give you the temperatures and the highs, the lows, the averages, the rainfall, lots of different things, because I've seen some interesting blankets out there using different, not just temperatures, using different things altogether. I will post a link on that as well. So yeah, so that's my blanket. I'll show you the up close. So I just love the drape of the moss stitch there, which is just, for those of you that don't know, that is just a single crochet, a chain 1, and then a single crochet into the next space. Then when you come to do your row, next row, you will single crochet into that chain 1 space. So it has a nice solid look to it, with a little bit of gap. It's just lovely, and like I say, it does stitch up quite well. I'm not going to open this out because, like I say, it's getting quite a size now and quite a weight, and it'll be interesting to see how heavy this is by the end of the year. But I started out with an initial chain of 201, which gave me a 200 wide stitch count. So it is quite wide. I think it's turned from a throw into basically a double bed or king size bed blanket. However, it is coming along nicely, and I will be able to have a laugh if I've not been able to use any of these, because these 2 were also in my stash, and would you believe it, what would be the chances of getting to the end of the year and wanting to use some of my stash and then not using any at all. So there we have it. I will post another update soon, but you can follow my channel if you wish. I've just kind of started this channel, but I'll post just for anyone that's interested in any of the bits and pieces that I do make. It's more for me than anything else. I give a lot of my stuff away, but until next time.